Alright, hip-hop fan, Kendrick Lamar made waves by winning multiple Grammys this year, taking home the awards for Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. But if there's one track that truly deserved Record of the Year, it's Drake's Family Matters. That song set the stage for everything that followed in hip-hop. Drake has always been a dominant force in the game. From his legendary moments on the court to making moves across the globe, he's probably in Australia right now, continuing to leave his mark. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. That infamous diss track aimed at him caused a stir, and it shifted the way people saw him. It even led to a lawsuit, something no one expected from a diss track. Still, despite all that, Drake's streaming numbers keep breaking records, and his influence is undeniable. Kendrick Lamar, on the other hand, has been turning heads. At the Grammys, he subtly took a jab at Drake and nobody caught it. Kendrick walked on stage with a jean-on-jean look, known as the Canadian tuxedo, and went on to claim 5 Grammys for his track, Not Like Us. The crowd, including stars like Taylor Swift and Beyoncé, was all in, singing along to his song. That moment proved Kendrick was on top of his game, effortlessly claiming the title of one of hip-hop's finest. But Kendrick's impact goes beyond the Grammys. He has not only made history, but also uplifted his hometown, supported local businesses, and turned a personal rivalry into a cultural movement. The love he's getting from his city is growing stronger each day. Meanwhile, Drake's reaction to Kendrick's big night? It wasn't exactly joyful. After Kendrick's Not Like Us won 5 Grammys, Drake wasn't thrilled. Not Like Us made history as the first diss track to ever take home major Grammy awards, sweeping categories like Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. This upset Drake, and fans are wondering if another lawsuit might be on the way. After all, Drake has taken legal action before against major players like Universal Music Group and Spotify. Now, there's another twist. If Kendrick's Not Like Us can take home 5 Grammys, is it possible he'll perform it at the Super Bowl? That would be huge. Imagine the irony of seeing Kendrick diss Drake on the biggest stage of the year. It's something fans are buzzing about. But one thing's for sure, Kendrick is on top, and Not Like Us has become the most awarded rap song in Grammy history, changing the game in a big way. When Song of the Year, a diss track targeting Drake, the feud ongoing since 2024 escalated as Drake launched his 16-dat Anita Max when the tour in Perth. Addressing fans, Drake expressed gratitude and teased a new album, vowing to remain resilient. Despite Lamar's historic, Drake is the first rapper to be sued over a CD setting records. Kendrick Lamar has used his platform to completely redefine hip-hop, bring his city together, and break new records in the music industry. Let's break down what happened during the Grammys, including Kendrick's powerful acceptance speech, the massive applause, and the energy that filled the room. When asked about Kendrick Lamar's win for Not Like Us and its recognition as Record of the Year, Drake kept it cool, saying, "I don't care about that. All the best to him, man." But that didn't stop the overwhelming excitement that filled the air as Kendrick Lamar took the stage to accept his awards. It was clear the music industry had made its stance known, showing huge support for Kendrick and for artists who are breaking boundaries. Earlier, Drake had predicted that this would be an unfair fight, and as the evening unfolded, it seemed his prediction came true. While Kendrick got all the love from the music world, his ongoing legal battle with Universal Music Group seemed to isolate him in other ways. Despite that, the Grammys didn't hold back, broadcasting Not Like Us in full force, with every bold line reaching audiences on national television. But this moment goes beyond just one artist's victory. It signals a major shift in how hip-hop is recognized by the industry. For the first time in history, Kendrick Lamar's Grammy wins show the recording world is not only acknowledging hip-hop's cultural influence, but it's also awarding a diss track as the best of the year. For years, rap music struggled to get the same recognition as other genres at the Grammys, with rap songs often being overlooked for major awards. The impact of Kendrick Lamar's win becomes clearer when you think back to 1990 when MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This was nominated for Record of the Year, but lost to Phil Collins' Another Day in Paradise. Despite rap's undeniable cultural influence, the genre was often shut out of these prestigious categories. It wasn't until 2019 that a hip-hop track, Childish Gambino's This Is America, won Record of the Year. But now, Kendrick Lamar's victory marks a turning point. His wins are not just a celebration of his artistry, but also a revolutionary moment for hip-hop in mainstream music. This shift highlights how far rap has come, with Not Like Us becoming the first diss track ever to win major Grammy categories, including Song of the Year. This marks the start of a new era where rap is being seen not just as music, but as a powerful cultural force that deserves the same recognition as other genres. The Grammys' embrace of Kendrick Lamar's work sets a new standard for how the industry views hip-hop's impact and its artistic value. Nominated for Grammys numerous times, yet in 2018 the song Humble was nominated for Record of the Year, but lost to Bruno Mars' 24K Magic the following year. Childish Gambino This Is America became the first rap song to win Record of the Year in 2020. Lil Nas X's Old Town Road was nominated, but lost to Billy Ray Cyrus in 2023. Kendrick Lamar was nominated again for The Heart. Kendrick Lamar's journey to Grammy success has been anything but straightforward. For years, the artist faced countless close calls, missed opportunities, and even a few snubs, despite consistently releasing some of the most iconic and impactful records in the history of hip-hop. Many of his projects were met with widespread acclaim, but the recognition at the Grammy Awards seemed to elude him at times. However, with the release of Not Like Us, Kendrick finally shattered those barriers, making history by becoming the first ever hip-hop song to win both Song of the Year and Record of the Year. But the accomplishments didn't stop there. Not Like Us also became the most awarded rap song in Grammy history, sweeping every category it was nominated for, including those two major wins as well as Outstanding Music Video. This was a monumental achievement for Kendrick, and it marks a turning point in both his career and in the larger conversation about hip-hop's place in the mainstream music industry. These victories have solidified Kendrick's status as one of the most accomplished and influential artists of his generation. With 5 new Grammy trophies under his belt, Kendrick now has 22 total Grammys, putting him in second place for the most awarded hip-hop artist in history, just behind Kanye West and Jay-Z, both of whom have 24. What's even more remarkable is that Kendrick's most recent album was released after the deadline for Grammy eligibility, meaning he could very well surpass both Kanye and Jay-Z in the future. With the continued impact of his work, it seems likely that Kendrick Lamar will soon become the most awarded hip-hop artist of all time, a testament to his incredible talent and influence on the music landscape. However, the significance of this moment goes beyond Kendrick Lamar's triumph. It represents a much-needed shift in the way hip-hop is viewed within the broader music industry. Not Like Us is far more than just a chart-topping track. It is a cultural statement. The song is a reflection of the evolving voice of hip-hop, and its Grammy success marks a pivotal moment in the genre's mainstream recognition. For years, rap music struggled to gain the same level of recognition and respect as other genres in major Grammy categories. Despite its immense cultural impact, hip-hop was often relegated to its categories, and the genre's more experimental or socially conscious works were frequently overlooked. But with Not Like Us winning Song of the Year and Record of the Year, this barrier has finally been broken, signaling that hip-hop is not only an essential part of the musical landscape, but that it deserves the same recognition and acclaim as any other genre. This moment is also about more than just Not Like Us. It is about the doors it opens for future hip-hop artists. Kendrick Lamar's Grammy wins have set a new standard for the genre, showing the music industry that rap is not just a passing trend or a niche market, but a force that can dominate in the same way other genres do. As a result, the success of Not Like Us could inspire a new wave of hip-hop artists to take risks, be unapologetically authentic, and push the boundaries of what the genre can achieve. Kendrick Lamar's acceptance speeches and comments throughout the evening were just as impactful as the awards themselves. During the ceremony, he was repeatedly called back to the stage to accept the prestigious honors for Not Like Us, which made its mark as one of the greatest hip-hop diss tracks of all time. While the numbers speak for themselves, it's the cultural and emotional weight of the moment that makes Kendrick's wins so special. Not only did Not Like Us break records for its genre, but it also solidified Kendrick Lamar as one of the most influential voices in modern music. One of the standout moments of the night came when the legendary Diana Ross, an icon of music and culture, presented Kendrick with the Song of the Year award. Diana Ross, who famously starred in The Wiz, a film that heavily inspired Kendrick's song Euphoria, handed over the trophy in a moment that felt like a poetic full-circle connection. It underscored the depth of Kendrick's artistry and his ability to bring thoughtfulness and cultural reference into every aspect of his work. This wasn't just a career win for Kendrick, it was a win for the art form itself. As Kendrick continues to break records, it's clear that he is on track to surpass the likes of Jay-Z, who earned his 25th Grammy at this year's ceremony. Jay-Z's 25 Grammys make him the most awarded rapper of all time, and he set a significant milestone with his contributions to Beyoncé's Renaissance album, which won Album of the Year. But Kendrick Lamar is on the verge of making history himself, with his growing catalog and ongoing influence. His career trajectory suggests that he could soon hold the title of the most awarded hip-hop artist ever, and that would be a well-deserved accolade for an artist who has done so much to reshape the genre and elevate its standing in the world of music. Perhaps the most significant aspect of Kendrick's Grammy wins is the way they symbolize a broader shift in the industry's recognition of hip-hop culture. For a diss track to become one of the most awarded songs in Grammy history is unprecedented, and it signals a growing respect for the genre's artistic and cultural value. As Kendrick stood on stage accepting his awards, flanked by industry legends like Jay-Z, it was clear that this wasn't just a personal victory for him, it was a victory for hip-hop as a whole. Kendrick's success at the Grammys shows how far the genre has come, and how much further it can go in the years ahead. This is a moment in hip-hop history, and Kendrick Lamar is at the center of it all, redefining not just the sound of hip-hop, but how it's perceived and appreciated in the global music industry. Parameters of musical artistic expression are the goal, while many artists, including Dr. Dre and Swizz Beatz, hailed Kendrick Lamar's historic Grammy victory. Taylor Swift appeared especially ecstatic about it during the ongoing rivalry. Drake has mentioned her on multiple occasions, saying she was Kendrick Lamar's new boss, and that Kendrick Lamar was reluctant to release his diss track. The competition between artists got even more intense with Drake's reaction to the success of Not Like Us. At one point, he even dropped a diss track called Tailor-Made Freestyle, which pulled Taylor Swift into the ongoing drama. But Swift responded in her own subtle yet powerful way. Throughout the evening, she was seen dancing to Not Like Us, clearly enjoying the song. Cameras caught her reacting enthusiastically, and her response became one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop history. Meanwhile, Not Like Us was sweeping the awards, taking home major trophies like Best Music Video, Best Rap Song, and Best Rap Performance, which were all announced during the pre-ceremony. Mustard, the song's producer, accepted the awards on Kendrick Lamar's behalf, adding even more recognition to the track's growing success. By the time the main event started, the buzz around Not Like Us was undeniable, and it was clear that Kendrick's work was being celebrated in a major way. As the night continued, speculation grew about a surprise performance. Many fans had their hopes up for Kendrick to take the stage, especially with so many artists connected to his label, TD, like SZA, in attendance. But the surprise performer turned out to be The Weeknd. This marked a significant shift for him, as he had famously boycotted the Grammys in 2020 after his album After Hours was snubbed, despite being one of the year's biggest releases. Furious with the decision, The Weeknd took to social media to call out the Grammys' corrupt practices, claiming they lacked transparency and didn't serve the true interests of the music industry. Drake, too, had voiced his frustration with the Grammys before, especially in 2018 when his song God's Plan won Best Rap Song. When accepting the award, he made it clear that fan support, not awards, was what truly defined success. In 2020, when The Weeknd was snubbed, Drake spoke out again, criticizing the Grammys for their disconnect from the music that truly resonated with people. He argued that the music industry needed to stop relying on these awards for validation and start focusing on what truly matters, the music and the fans. This led Drake to announce that he would no longer submit his music for Grammy consideration. But before The Weeknd made his return to the Grammy stage, a presenter acknowledged the importance of fresh perspectives in the music industry, hinting at the ongoing efforts to evolve the Grammys. In response to years of criticism, the Recording Academy highlighted its efforts to modernize and better reflect the diverse global music community. These efforts included the creation of the Black Music Collective and the Women in the Mix initiative, aiming to give a platform to underrepresented groups in the industry. In addition, the Academy made changes to its voting membership, bringing in over 3,000 new voters, including a significant number of women, to increase diversity and ensure that roughly 40% of the voters were from diverse backgrounds. This move to diversify the voting process was a step in the right direction. For years, the Grammys had been criticized for failing to recognize a broad spectrum of artists and musical styles. The changes were seen as an attempt to make the award show more inclusive and reflective of the modern music landscape, which is more diverse than ever. While it remains to be seen how these changes will play out in the long term, they represent a significant shift in how the Recording Academy approaches its role in the music industry. As the Grammys continue to evolve, it's clear that artists like Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, and Drake are leading the charge for change, pushing back against an outdated system and demanding more recognition for the diverse voices that define the current music scene. With Not Like Us making history and the Grammys' efforts to reflect the changing landscape, it's a time of transformation for the industry, one that could reshape the way the world views music awards for years to come. Were people of color, particularly 66% of the voting members were recently hired, indicating an attempt to include new viewpoints in the decision process. Together with Kendrick Lamar's groundbreaking songs, the Grammys' changes point to a shift in the industry's acknowledgement of hip-hop's cultural influence as more artists continue to question the status. This moment also highlighted how a diss track, one that had sparked so much conversation, could still hold immense value in hip-hop culture. The Grammy stage wasn't going to censor the music, proving that artistic expression is still central to rap. Kendrick went on to dedicate his win to Whitney, his fiancée, who made a memorable appearance in the music video for Not Like Us. The scene came full circle, especially with the ongoing drama surrounding Drake and his accusations in Family Matters. Before leaving the stage, Kendrick made a powerful statement: "Nothing is more important than rap music. We are the culture, and it will always live on." Dr. Dre, who had been in the audience, nodded in agreement. Kendrick took the time to thank the West Coast artists who influenced him in the early days, including Glasses Malone, Problem, Bad Luck, and the entire Black Hippie Collective, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, and Absol. In a moment of reflection, Kendrick reiterated that respect for the art form is key. Respect the art form, and it will take you where you need to go. With wins in every major category, including Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, Best Music Video, Song of the Year, and Record of the Year, Not Like Us didn't just dominate the Grammys. It cemented itself as one of the most influential hip-hop records ever made. Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the biggest moments in hip-hop history.